Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Monday morning, reading the Red, Matthew chapter 5, and today we're looking at verse 33, 34. Jesus says, "But I say to you, make no oath at all, either by heaven, for it is the throne of God." So he sort of stops in mid-sentence, and we have to think back on what was going on Friday when Jesus was telling us regarding the promises and the reality of keeping our promises to God and to each other. There is a sense in which in this Jesus is talking about people who pledge themselves to do something for God or to give something to God in some form or another, and the not keeping of that pledge or that promise or that oath, however you want to describe it, is a problem to God. So he's building on that, and here today he sort of begins the sentence and then he's stopped in terms of the verse in mid-sentence, although originally the sentences were there, but the verses and the numbers and the chapters, they wasn't. But let's read it again. "But I say to you, make no oath at all, either by heaven, for it is the throne of God." Make no oath at all. Does that mean that God doesn't want us to make promises? Well, clearly not. He wants us to make promises. That's part of sharing our sense of value, our investment in people. It's offering the innermost being of our heart. What's this bit about the throne of God? But I say to you, make no oath at all, either by heaven, for it is the throne of God. Heaven is the throne of God. I wonder what that really means. Is God sitting up there on a big chair somewhere, waiting just to kind of for us to connect to Him, for us to respond to Him? What is God doing in heaven? This sense of the throne of God. We get this, a king's chair, a throne. Is it like that? I don't believe so. I think that there are seats, there are chairs. Jesus sits on the right side of the Father as an indication of authority. But I think that the throne of God, the throne of heaven, is a precious thing. It's interesting actually that Matthew uses the word heaven as a Jew rather than God, because using the name God would have been very a big step forward. It's a reverent name, and a Jew would not feel that close to God to be able to say God, which is why he uses the throne of heaven, which is the heavenlies. But I wonder, what is the throne of God, the glory of God, the place of God, and what is God doing in that place anyway? How does it all operate? What is really going on? We as human beings, we're here on the earth. We get up, we just get on with life every day. Is that how heaven is? What is this heavenly encounter? This spiritual realm that's beyond the carnal realm that we live in. The scripture will reveal to us as we journey this incredible glory of that, where God lives and what God does and how it all operates. But we're just beginning through the sentence, so I'll carry on tomorrow.